It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Theo Johnson. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Giants and the Raiders, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
It can hold over 82,000 fans, and every one of those seats is filled for this one, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium. And everybody, thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Heward. And we got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for being a very exciting brand of football, not just throwing it out, but taking it themselves too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL. Pocket passers will have their place, they always will. A lot of teams look to somebody like this as a default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards and keep that defense honest.
Jake Bates now, ready to get this one started. And we're off from MetLife. There's a return from the 7. He's got away and up past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. They're led out by someone who gets their second act as an NFL QB. He was a second-rounder back in 2013, Geno Smith.
Just knowing this quarterback in his mindset, there is no question he would give up 400-some yards he threw for last week for a W. Really, stats don't matter. No matter how productive you are playing that position, and boy, was he last week, it really comes down to finding a way to win. As they like to say, winners win in the end, and he and his crew got to get it done today.
Nowhere really for him to go. He steps out, and they're going to lose some yardage. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. They send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Finds him over the middle. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Fabio Carrican making that stop. 5 men in the secondary for the G-men now, ahead of third down. Shotgun snap to Smith. Man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
You ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignments hip pocket, but to make plays on the balls of the runners. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
And the fair catch made here at the 15. So the Giants out getting set for their first drive. And they'll be led out by this promising young signal caller out of the University of Colorado.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Finds his target, Robinson. And that will not be enough for a first down. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. It's Singletary off the option. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. Stop for no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th and 2.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Looking to return from the 29. And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And it'll be Raider football. First down, ball at the 36. Play fake, now Smith to throw. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
And he'll get it up to the 44.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space. Your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Smith on first down. This ball's cut by Bowers. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll come up first and 10.
First down, Raiders.
Smith in the pistol. Dump off to his fullback.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule. You get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Brings up second and 7.
Rolling back, it's the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game we've got to play in the phone booth yet. I've got explosiveness to chase a play outside down. That linebacker just did.
This one misses the tight end. So they're left facing a fourth down.
Daniel Carlson for the Raiders field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did.
Raiders 3.
And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Giants and Devin Singletary back out on offense. And he's been carrying a great campaign now into the heart of this season. He's hit top 5 in rushing yardage. They'll start the drive with Singletary. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Here we go, Shaq. Alert. Roll.
From the 27. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short-term intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
On the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Here's a throw. He finds Johnson. And they limit the damage, just a few yards on that game. Jeremy Chin there on the stop. Second down now, 7 to go.
Brings up second and 7. After 46 yards.
From the 46. Like a good target, Brock. Neighbors is there. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That brings us a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, carried by Singletary. In the middle holes, they don't get anything on the run.
Brought down right now.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Second and 10 at the Raiders' 28-yard line.
Now looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they stop him. He's marked down on that 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And the Giants will have a first down.
That's another New York Giants.
inside and gets to Singletary. And he's stopped out at the 16 after a small gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now stick with Singletary. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here's Singletary on the toss. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'll give some credit to the defense there. Limited the gain to the outside, contained it for minimal yardage. It was going to be tough to stop him from getting a first down as close as they were to the sticks.
Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Giants. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. And touchdown, New York! Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Giants take a 4-point lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. He's going to field this at the 2. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Raiders have their offense back out there. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
On first down, they'll run. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Michael McFadden able to make the play. All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the gun, Smith. Got a man, Bowers has it. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Smith. Looking right, and he finds it. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They go play action. Here's Smith. Completed over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about a big hitter? 30-40 yards there and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
That was incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Complete here to Bowers. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options, and there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. And again, it's Smith. He's got it. And he's
to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
He gets it headed right. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes could turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. Third and goal. Throwing is Smith. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. It came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of him.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good than get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Brings in the kick at the 9. He lost the football. And they dodge a turnover there on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Now here comes the New York offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. They go play action on first. This is complete to Neighbors. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops. Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10.
Giants, first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They gave up the gut to Singletary. This is ahead for about 5. Tracked down by Robert Spillane. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up second and 5.
Brings up second and 5. At the
Hyatt's going in motion right. Here's second and 5. Hyatt with the grab. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Finds Hyatt. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Jack Jones making that tackle. Second down now, 7 to go.
Second and 7 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now. Got a man. Robinson has it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Short pass brought in. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
Still sticking with the passing game. Neighbors with the catch. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Giants looking for a bigger lead before the break. They put a receiver in motion right. Working inside the red zone. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and goal.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. He's got it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
A gain of 9 on the play.
So now, here's third and goal. Singletary. The flag's this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Here he is on 3rd and long. And he has the catch. It's and that's a touchdown. The Giants grow their lead just before halftime. Malik Neighbors with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Giants grow their lead to 8. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Smith. He gets this one to Meyer. And that's good for a gain of 5. Cordell Flott there on the stop. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
From the 23. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. 1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. From the gun, Smith. He's got it over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. The drive picks up here. 1st and 10. Isn't moving up. They're able to drop it. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Out of the gun. Here's Smith. It's not going to get there, and they drop it. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Here comes A.J. Cole back to the field for a punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down. That's going to bring us to the end of this first half of football with the Giants holding things down in East Rutherford. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where you see the final score there. Jalen Hurts, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we head east to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Devontae Adams, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou to check on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. As you can see, the score there in the 2nd quarter. Baker Mayfield with a touchdown pass.
Thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return starts at the 9. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Giants are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. Avoid. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense, more often than not, leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again, following the set. Gets this to Johnson.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcome, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him, so that receiver could easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Finds his target, Robinson. Jukes one defender. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Into the hands of Neighbors. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Nate Hobbs in on that stump. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
At the 44-yard line.
They are throwing it again. Nice catch along the sideline. Awesome body control to stay in bounds there. Ooh, but we've got a flag on the play.
Holding offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there, and that earns the holding penalty. Here we go, 2nd and very long. He has room past the 25. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants score the lead coming out of halftime. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yeah.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. You gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Point after up and good for Bates. And the Giants lead by 15 now. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Returnable from the 2. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a 1-score game. First down, Smith to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. Jason Pinnock there on the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Smith. Hits him on the out route. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Neil Carrigan making that stop. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Smith back to throw. This time they're going to get there. They drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
You know those elite zone defenses in basketball, Kate, it just feels like they're everywhere, clogging up every passing lane. This quarterback, well, he felt the same thing when he dropped back, nowhere to go but for a sack.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. Second down now, 7 to go.
Second and 7 at the 20-yard line.
Give to Singletary from the gun. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with third down at 6 to go.
Third and 6.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. They go play action. Here's Smith. Finds his fullback. Running gain up about a handful there. Fabio Carrigan making that stop.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time and Bo Schembechler last time he was a head coach. You have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still in your roster? Yes, coach. And you're going to be just fine.
Got a man. Bowers has it. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Works the sideline inside the 35. He's finally stopped right at the start of that red zone, down at the 20. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's a Vegas first down.
And the Raiders first down.
From the red zone now. This ball's cut by Bowers. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just can't swing.
And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out. Buckle up, it's third and goal. Shotgun snap to Smith. Copy the pylon. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it, it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
They can't connect as the coverage comes through. Fourth down stadium.
Well, 99% of what they did was excellent. Right play call, good route, great throw. situation you expect your guys to convert every time.
The Giants and Malik Neighbors set to go to work again. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
He goes back to him yet again, complete.
We saw his guys pick up the blitz, and he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Completed over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. This is the end of the third quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. All right, I'll set up now, 1st and 10. Now a run by Singletary. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 31, he finds Johnson. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
That's another Giants 1st down.
On the counter, Singletary. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. He lets a heater go deep middle. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Raiders have some new life in the 4th. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, Smith. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for Raiders 1st.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Raiders.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. Complete, it's Myers. Pick up a few as he heads out of bounds. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Smith. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Throwing is Smith. Finds a man right side. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
He has the first over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Vegas first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it's going to be second down. Back to the air, it's Smith. And he's blocked down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. And again, it's Smith. Complete beyond the marker. Touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the 4th.
The score, Giants 21, Raiders 13.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Returning it from the 4. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The home team headed back out on offense. And quarterback returning to the field now. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. And creates space to take that shot downfield.
Connects with Johnson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. First down now, ball on the 39-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They're going play action. He's got time here. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Finds his target, Robinson. And he's brought down after a short gain. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Looking to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring it 4th down. The Giants are set to punt. It's going to be Jamie Gillen doing the honors. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Wow, special teams highlight here. What a kick down in it at the 1. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And if they want a repeat of their last drive, they're really going to have to earn it. This would have to go the entire length of the field. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Setting up to pass. Dumps it off to his running back. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. Gets him on the in route. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. He'll look to throw it. Pushing it up past the 30. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. He's got a man left. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. 2nd and 3 now. Here he is to throw. That's knocked away by a defender. Incomplete.
Read and react. Read and react. Read and react. Gotta read where the quarterback's eyes are going. You gotta react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Your 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of the defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, that's when they should have ruled instead.
Taking the clock. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
Holding offense.
So that was holding on the offense, and a quick declination from the defense means this stands as a turnover. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee and let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Giants come away with the win. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from New York.